Hiya folks, it's Tallara and welcome back to our story and lore focused Let's Play series of the World of Warcraft, The War Within. On our last episode, we went back up to Hallowfall for a quick visit. While there, we helped out the last mage and we also explored a delve with Bran Bronzebeard. Now we're back into the lair of the Weaver where we're going to be continuing the main story. Before we do, speaking of Bran, I actually see him down here. Somehow he made his way all the way down to Ajkahet, so let's check in with our good friend Bran.
Just got to know.
He says, "Who would have thought I'd be cozying up in an Nerubian's lair? The Weaver gave me a lead on how to uncover more about the Zekvir. He says there's a place called the Underkeep that might have records on him. Let's check it out and see what we can find."
Keep your eyes on the horizon.
This might be tough sneaking into the heart of the city, but we've got to try it to find out more about this monster, Zekvir. Alright, so that's going to continue the quest line we've had with Bran involving the delves. We've been going through various delves with Bran, and we were threatened by some mysterious creature called Zekvir, who we're trying to find out more about. So we'll meet him at that delve later. Before we do, we are going to check in here with the Weaver, Widow Arachni, and do the next part of the main quest. The quest involves, let's catch ourselves up to speed. The Weaver says, "We've received an invitation, or rather you have, Tallara. It's a request to meet with the Vizier." That name rattles even the most wealthy and powerful figures in the City of Threads. "Gaining this individual as an ally could seal our victory against Ansarek's horrid little shadow for good. You're to meet them in the burrows. Use the pheromone dispenser here in my lair to mask yourself enough to enter safely." So this is the pheromone dispenser right here, so we'll apply some pheromones, which should disguise us enough to be able to get into the heart of the Nerubian city. Luckily, the Vizier wants to meet us enough that he sent his own personal swarmite. That's right, a black car is going to deliver us right to the burrows. Flying on this weird-looking insect should take us right where we need to go, right into the middle of the Silken Ward, the Nerubian city. I've said this once, I've said it a million times. I can't believe the Nerubians have a whole city down here. I really didn't expect it. I just kind of expected them to live in, like, a cave, you know? I didn't expect them to have such beauty in architecture. Creepy, eerie beauty, but beauty nonetheless. Alright, we've made it into the City of Threads. And now, let's go meet the Vizier. Someone came to meet us. You are expected inside the first facility on your left. I'll give it to the Vizier. He's given us first-class treatment. A ride, a greeter. And... are you who we're looking to meet?
Welcome. I'm Executor Nizrek, also known as the Vizier. Your willingness to meet humbles me.
He's big.
My friend, you made it.
Oh my god, Anduin! What the heck?
Sorry for the cloak and dagger. We just couldn't risk being discovered.
So Anduin's been missing ever since we crashed down here. Voila, he's alive and well and has somehow cozied up with the Vizier?
I will help anyone in need.
I wish we could sit down and catch each other up properly, but as always, time is never on our side. Can you give me the Coles notes? What happened to you? How did you get here? When the Nerubians dragged me away, I thought I was done for, but instead of being taken to a prison, I was brought here, to Executor Nizrek. He wished to exchange words, not blows, and in doing so, I have learned that this city and its inhabitants are in dire need of aid. These aren't monsters, Tallara. They need our help. I realize how strange this all sounds, but I speak the truth.
Others to do better. Together.
It surprises me little to see that you've made allies amongst the Kaheti, Tallara, and yes, I'm alive and well. Not too much of a shock, I hope.
Everyone deserves a chance.
I sent these invitations to you and Illyria both. I'd have bet my father's sword you wouldn't let such a unique opportunity pass you by. It's what sets you apart from us all. Illyria, however, never mind. She's as cautious as she is assertive. I suppose I was hoping for the latter, but it's the former that's kept her alive. Perhaps she'll find us later on. For now, it's time you and my new acquaintance properly meet.
I do. Executor Nizrek is one of Queen Ansarek's closest confidants.
Or so she surmises.
Man, there's so much plotting and scheming going on in Nerubian society. It's the perfect time for us to integrate ourselves.
A pleasure to meet you.
I understand that you have not only entered into an alliance with the Weaver, but that you've also parlayed with our famed general Anubizal as well. If I were to commit my own resources, we three elderly Nerubians would make quite the formidable triumvirate. The players and the board are set. Now, tell me, Tallara, what game do they wish to play? Well, the Weaver wants to take out Xalatath and free Queen Ansurek from her influence.
Time is short. Here are pheromones that will allow you into the bazaar. Apply them.
Okay, even different
Xalatath
pheromones.
is a problem, to be certain, but the Queen is not being influenced. She has made a choice she believes in.
Interesting. Well, that'll make it harder, I guess.
The Weaver will not be pleased, but Ansurek must also be eliminated.
Guess that's all we can do. Get these new pheromones here.
Back away from him, creature.
Aha, look who's here. Illyria.
Listen to me and lower your bow. He's an ally.
An ally? Dalaran fell because of them.
Illyria, we can end this war, but not if you loose that arrow.
Fine. But you best have a good explanation for this.
Honestly, I'm kind of shocked she even listened to reason there. Thank God it was Anduin.
Excellent.
Quite the entrance. I should replicate it in the next cabinet meeting. Nizrek emits a cough you imagine might be a chuckle. Perhaps we should give them a private moment. Whilst we let them have it, would you hear out a small request of mine? We called you here today because it is Ascendance Day. Queen Ansurek has deigned declare it a day to revel in our newfound void-infused evolution, our ascendance. Please note my satirical nuance. While the streets are alive with festivity and joyous citizens, the shade casters planted throughout the bazaar will be drowning the air with Ansurek's vile propaganda. Take this invention of mine, use it to overwrite them with more illuminating information for the public. Alright, seems interesting. Now, what about you guys?
I know I can help.
Inviting Illyria was a risk, but even at this moment, I feel it was worth taking. I know it was. I will speak with her on my own. In the meantime, I'd like you to venture into the city above. The pheromones Nizrek gifted you will allow access into the Umbral Bazaar. Observe the merchants, listen to the conversations, purchase their goods. This city is as vibrant as Stormwind, and its people are as worthy of freeing from abuse as our own. Experience for yourself how similar we all are.
Inspire others to do better. Go see who the Nerubians really are. You'll be surprised. We'll meet up with you later.
Now this is the Anduin we know and love. Someone who is willing to see people for who they are, risk himself for others. Anduin thinks he's changed, but the old Anduin's clearly shining through here. Before we go to the bazaar, I'm actually going to eavesdrop on Anduin and Illyria's conversation, so let's stay a while and listen.
I do.
All right, Anduin. Talk.
I don't expect you to understand. But I just... In that moment, with the airship, maybe some part of me thought that would be enough for the light to shine on me again. That maybe if I did what my father... But the light didn't come. I found myself here instead.
His actions impressed me so much that I simply had to redirect his prison transport.
Farron told me I needed to get out of my head about everything. I think she was right. Maybe the light hasn't returned to me, but this is what I'm best at.
Allying with monsters?
Helping people. I'm not going to let Xalatath ruin a civilization, no matter how monstrous it appears.
And you feel unworthy of the light. I still don't trust these Nerubians, but I trust you. And that's enough for now.
Excellent. Well, we'll take that. Alright, I'll leave them to chat about whatever else they need to catch up on. And now we are going to explore this city. This is so cool. There's actually, it looks like another quest we can pick up right over here. Mr. Sunflower? Oh yeah, we gotta check this out. Hi! Welcome to my therapy clinic, new friend. What? Happy greetings. I am Mr. Sunflower, and this is my tea room and therapy space. It is a safe place for everyone. I wonder if you might be willing to help a patient of mine. Viazul is definitely afraid of creatures with fewer limbs. I think it has grown into a deep phobia of dismemberment. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this diagnosis. Would you speak to him and demonstrate that you, who does not have 8 limbs, are not so terrifying after all? Oh my god, it's like reverse arachnophobia. This is so cool. Wonderful. Come this way. Use your most friendly voice, if you please. Wow. It's quests like this that show that, yeah, no, the Nerubians aren't monsters. Mr. Sunflower is the furthest thing from a monster. No, please, where are your limbs? Who tore off your legs? Please, don't come any closer. Look, I'm just here to talk. No, get away. It's all right, Viazul. Tallara nice. Oh dear, this is too much for him. Tallara, drink the threat-reducing potion from my tea table. Let's see if that makes you less frightening. Threat-reducing potion? What does that do? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Bottoms up. Oh, it made me mini. Okay, maybe he'll be less afraid of me if I'm teeny tiny. Viazul has all of his many eyes shut very tightly. I'm tiny now. Is this better? No, your limbs, where are they? No, leave me alone. Wait, V! Goodness me, that didn't help, did it? Let's follow and make sure he's alright. How long should I expect to be tiny for, Mr. Sunflower? Shrunk to a friendlier size. Ah, okay. It wears off as soon as I leave Mr. Sunflower's clinic. This is the coolest quest. I am so glad that we stopped by Mr. Sunflower's place. His therapy clinic and tea room. You guys got more legs than me. You're fast. Wait up. Viazul is shivering with fear. No. He'll break my legs again if I speak of this. Tell us what's going on, Viazul. It is my superior, Vakix. Ever since he ascended, he has become brutal. If we are too slow, he breaks our limbs. Sometimes he even pulls them off. Oh dear. Oh dear, this is so much worse than I had originally diagnosed. Viazul has undergone a level of torture that I was unaware of. We cannot help V with his fear until V is actually safe. Whenever possible, I advocate friendship, recovery, and reconciliation. I ask others to act with compassion and empathy. Everyone deserves a chance to recover. I dedicate my life to this. But hearing and seeing what is happening to Viazul, I think I've changed my mind. Enough is enough. We must act. Tallara will see to your problem, V. I'll stay with you. I promise you'll be safe. Well, if Mr. Sunflower agrees that this guy has to be killed, then who am I to argue? Alright, where is this evil Nerubian? Looks like he's... not sure where he is. Up a little higher, I think, up on this platform. Yeah, this must be him. No? Who are you? Nope. Out of here. Me? Why? You're odd. I've never seen you before. But I just want to look inside. Doesn't matter. Misk doesn't allow anyone without an invitation. Before you ask, no, you're not invited. Maybe you and I could just chat? If you don't take your leave, my girls might get angry. Angry or hungry. Same thing. I get the feeling we could be friends. Aww. Guess we're not going to be friends after all. I pushed my luck. Oh my god, did they throw me off the side of the city? More meat for Zashara's hungry brood below. I literally got an achievement for that. Be expunged from the City of Threads by guards. You can't hang with us is the name of the achievement. which is honestly hilarious. Okay, let's try to break out of our web cocoon before someone eats us. Not ideal. Okay then. Guess we need to be extra careful when navigating the city because we know what our potential punishment is now. Okay. Luckily for me, I have wings, we'll travel. Let's get back up into the city.
The Zelts have pressed our borders with their airships. We must show them the venom of Arch-Kahet.
Oh, this is one of the Shadecasters delivering propaganda that we can overwrite.
Queen Neferis boldly shielded our people against any threat we faced. Will Onsurek do the same?
Nice. Now that's much better. Alright, we'll leave them to ponder that, and now we're gonna take down the Kicks. Pains me to do this, but it's the only way you seem to learn your lessons. Oh god. She's in here pulling off their legs right now? No, no, no. Let's put a stop to that, shall we? Little legs. How? Now, hopefully that'll help our friend V. Let's go tell him he no longer has to worry about that horrible overseer. These Ascendant Rubians have been mutated beyond empathy or community. It pains me, but I must focus on those that can be saved, like Viazal. It's over, V. The Kicks can't hurt you anymore. Is he really gone? I don't know how to feel. I am relieved, but also saddened? Take some time, whenever you need. Come talk again when you're ready. I will, Mr. Sunflower. Why is Mr. Sunflower the best? I'm sorry I asked you to do murder, Tallara, but I think it was necessary. These Ascended are no longer part of our society. I'm not certain if they are even Nerubian. They are decidedly unfriendly. Yeah, I think I might have a new favorite character of the entire expansion now. Mr. Sunflower. You guys love him too, right?
Ascension, reserved only for the most loyal. The purest form of our evolution.
So this is what Ascended Nerubians look like? They look almost humanoid. Alright, well, let's change that propaganda.
Purest form. Ask yourselves, do the Ascended appear Nerubian to you? The Queen's word shall not be silenced.
Oops. We attracted some guards this time. Luckily for us, they're nothing we can't handle. Alright. To the next one. Oops.
We will wipe out the invaders from above, no matter what it takes! Are the old ones truly gone? Or do agents of the Void continue to manipulate us today?
The Vizier with the true facts. Alright, now that we're in the bazaar, we need to go check out the rest of the denizens. So over here are the tailors. Is that new thread ready yet? Yes, Silk Swooner. Arrived from the factories in Rakahat this morning. Then untangle your legs and throw it on the mill. This warping won't stay hot forever. Yes, Silk Swooner. Right away, Silk Swooner. Makes sense that the Nerubians would be good at tailoring if they can make their own silks. What's this area? It's a place where they take care of pets, like a pet store, I think. Yeah, they sell pet food. A recipe for little buddy biscuits. I'll buy that. And here's a catalog of cageables. As you can see, we have quite a variety, many procured from our very own Rakosh Ranch to the east. Feel free to peruse the store. The little critters are friendly enough to feed yourself. Really? I can feed them? I'm legally obliged to inform you that we're not liable for any lost appendages, no matter the size or number. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll sign the waiver. I want to pet the pets. I can't believe it. Yeah, no, these guys... These guys aren't the monsters we thought they were. Not all of them, anyway. These guys, they just like pets. Hi. Like, look at this. You can buy pets if you have enough cash.
Oh, see you soon.
Just a little pet store and menagerie. We learned how to make some little buddy biscuits. Alright, the last thing Anduin wanted us to see was the cuisine stalls. What kind of food do the Nerubians eat, I wonder? Before we find out, I do see a few things we can pick up right over here. The heavy spider crusher and the Nerubian smith's kit, which I can use to increase my mining and blacksmithing knowledge. Perfect. Now, to the cuisine stalls. Larva logs closing early, so get your logs now. Wait, you're closing early? Have to. Won't get a good spot in the hollows for the Queen's Ascendance Day speech. God, they give me 3 beetle legs, a larva log, and a pair of terror roasts. Order up, Yagi. Quick fried jumbo stick, a log, and 3 bee legs all day. Yeah, no, this is like a very normal society, which you would never suspect looking at these, you know, monstrous-looking creatures. I'm sorry to say it, guys, but you're kind of scary looking. But apparently, you're pretty normal. So normal, in fact. We've got a goblin down here working. Polo. Alright. Well, let's meet back up with Anduin and Illyria and let them know what we found. Oh, they're one step above. Well, actually, let's grab the flight path while we're here.
Do you have business here?
Right here somewhere? Where are you guys? No, up even further. Totally overshot them when I flew by. Oh yeah, no, they're like up. I am misreading my mini-map. They're like up here. Aha, the Royal Apothecary.
Learn about Ansurek. That's all.
We've observed enough. We will find
Yes, the Vizier asked the same of me and the other city districts. I'll admit that my reluctance to trust Anduin's new ally has waned slightly. No more than a little finger's length, but even that is more than I anticipated.
I do not miss.
We are in this
A
together.
vibrant people such as any other we've encountered throughout the decades. They deserve that same peace and protection that we seek for our own. Let us vow that when forced to fight, it will always be against the source of strife, never the victims of it.
Together.
I mean, that seems logical and fair to me. Anduin now says that stage in the distance is where Ansurek will give her Ascendance Day speech. You, Illyria, and I shall make our way up one of the nearby towers and observe. If we are to turn her own citizens against her, then we must also gain as much first-hand experience with her tactics as we can manage. I've already told Illyria as much, but we cannot make our presence known. If we do run into any trouble, the Vizier has arranged for a set of getaway flyers at the edge of the burrows where we first met.
Everyone deserves a chance.
Over the course of time, through obedience to the light's guidance, one becomes more sensitive to its voice and its power. It's a weird thing to be thinking on right now, but anyway, I'm ready to observe the Ascendance Day speech.
renewed strength, our kingdom shall be reborn!
I can feel the Void's influence upon her. She's Xalatath's creature now.
How could you know that? Illyria, we need to go.
Maybe you're right. Wait. She's here.
What?
Xalatath.
No!
For Khadgar.
Get the Queen to safety!
Move, now!
Repel the intruder!
Well, our stealthy operation wasn't so stealthy after all, was it? Gosh dang, Xalatath has Illyria right where she wants her, just baiting her to attack there and blow our cover. Now we've got the whole city against us. We need to fight through the blockade of Nerubian troops to get out of here.
The Vizier left us flyers to escape with at the end of this path.
The entire city is closing in. We'll need to fight our way there.
Yeah, no thanks to you, Illyria. Come on.
Overcrawlers! He would assassinate our beloved queen!
Illyria, what happened back there? This isn't you.
Left. Didn't realize they were all coming
I had
in.
to take the shot. It was my chance to make up for Tallara. For Khadgar.
This is not good. We are being pinned down here. We can't even move. I was hoping we could just run right down there and get to our getaway car.
I'll slay you myself. The Fang will arrive to your corpses.
Oh god. Here's a big one. Keep fighting, guys. We gotta get out of here.
I do not have a target.
One Void Elf, one human, and one Drakthir walk into the middle of a Nerubian city.
Through the webs.
Not sure where this joke goes, but hopefully to our escape.
I don't expect you to understand what I'm dealing with.
What I do? Let's try. Wait, get back.
Uh-oh. Oh god.
Champion, slip through and take out the commander. We'll keep that swarm at bay for you.
Okay. I feel like they made that sound way easier than it actually is. Hey Tallara, just slip on through. No big deal. You definitely won't die. Woo! Okay. Made it through. Barely. I'm barely even alive, so I don't know how long I'm gonna survive here. Hopefully long enough to take down the swarm maven.
Shield me! Protect me! No! My swarmlings! Come back!
Whew! Did it.
Now I can get a clear shot.
I need to target something first.
Too bad Anduin doesn't have the powers of the light anymore, so he can't heal me.
Require a target.
Okay. Flyers are just up ahead, says Anduin. Thank God, because we're not going to be able to hold out much longer.
Giving in? I know what it's like. I can't fix things for you. But you know who you are. And I can listen. If you need me.
Okay, guys, we're going to save this conversation forever. Get on the getaway, mosquitoes. Oh no!
Taste the venom of my fangs, overcrawlers.
Queen is sending her best after us. Checks out after we low-key tried to assassinate her, but you know.
What now? Our flyers are dead.
Jump? Well, I have
Jumping it is.
I have already been thrown off the side of the city once today and I survived, so what's the second time? Whoa! Oh good. Illyria's staying behind to fight all of them by herself. Sure nothing bad will come of this, right?
I've seen you, Windrunner. Always alone. Pushing everyone away to embrace the hunt. Just like the monster you pretend not to be.
You're the only monster here.
Am I? You've slain hundreds to find me. Was that really all for Khadgar? Or is it just your nature to destroy? Come, Malaria. Embrace who you truly are. I know who I am.
Yes, that's our girl. Resist, Illyria. An epic jump.
Run all you like. I'm coming for all of you.
Okay, luckily there was some water down here to break our fall. I wasn't thrown into those pits like I was before. Illyria also made it. You can see her swimming there.
Soaked, but alive.
Let's get to shore.
Already here. Come on, slowpokes. There's another hero here as well. A gnome warlock.
We are in this together.
We made it. Perhaps not as quietly as intended, but alive.
I do what I can.
Don't assume victory.
I went into the city prepared to end this war, even if I was ended with it. But I'm alive, as are you, as is Anduin. We have new allies and a new way forward. I realize at this moment that my vision may have been obscured by my guilt. Part of me feels those words are Anduin's, not mine. Perhaps he's rubbing off on me. Let us return to your Weaver's Lair. I wish to see yours and Anduin's efforts to save these people as well as our own through.
I need a moment more. We'll catch up with you at the Weaver's Lair.
Well, if you're gonna stay
You
behind,
found me.
I'm gonna stay a while and listen. Illyria says, our journey down here has strained us all. Even still, the struggle has enlightened me to Anduin's character, the obstacles he's overcome, and the ones he's still working through. I'm quite impressed by one so young.
Well, we've certainly kicked the spider's nest. Salatath won't wait long before striking again.
Illyria, what happened back there?
She invited me into the darkness. Said I was already halfway there. And I'd be lying if I said that wasn't partly true. And by embracing the void to pursue her, I had to cast aside all I care for. You, Barisa, Terrellian, Arator. Khadgar.
Dalaran wasn't your fault.
Can you blame me for wishing I had prevented it? For wondering if the Void could have alerted me to Xalatath?
No, I understand that feeling. More than you know.
For so long, I thought I had to choose between two paths. Stay with my loved ones, or walk alone in the Void. Xalatath sought to force that choice upon me. But I see now that there is only one path forward. The Void is a part of me, as is my love for my family. I can and must walk with both, no matter what Xalatath whispers in my ear.
It can be hard to find your footing in the darkness. Just remember, Illyria, we're always here to lend a hand.
I don't know what this gnome warlock is doing. He's just running in circles right there. But anyway, we're very happy for Illyria that she's finally come to that realization that she doesn't need to push everyone away. Before we go back to the Weaver, I do see an Erubian right here who has a quest for us.
You have questions.
The Executor will surely award me for the new branch of Cobus-based alchemy I bring to our people, even if it did originate from our sewer water. Oh, my legs! You're perfect! Yes, you're a perfect little unassuming biped for my work. Alchemy is my trade, and an alchemist is only as good as their ingredients. See these Cobus below? I've been camped out here for weeks observing them. They seem tougher than average Cobus. My conclusion? They must be made of stronger stuff. And I want that stuff. Here's a sack. Fill it up! Fill it up with their innards, as much as you can carry. That's the only innard sack I have, so don't ask for another. Okay. Try my best not to misplace this one, I guess. Well, you can say I have no love lost for Cobus, so I certainly don't mind collecting some of their innards and perhaps helping out a new friend while we're at it. Let's see what we have here. So we're just on the other side of the water.
I am out of range.
There's our first innards for the bag. How many innards do we need? A lot, apparently, because the ones we've collected so far is apparently only 17% of the ones that we need. Looks like the Cobus are actually being eaten by some of these salamunchers. Circle of life, but that means we can get innards from their innards as well. Not only did we get innards from those ones, we got a familiar looking appendage. Quest accepted. That's pretty gross. You dislodge a familiar looking appendage from the silt. It doesn't seem particularly Cobus, but perhaps a unique specimen will earn you an increased reward from Alcubian. Fair enough. Seeing as I've got this bag full of parts, may as well add some more. Speaking of, our satchel's looking pretty full here. Apparently not full enough, though. Only 74%. I love how the quest that we got for picking up the familiar-looking appendage is called That's Pretty Gross. I couldn't think of a better name for this quest.
I must get closer.
Right, looks like our sack is full of innards. Let's go turn it in to our new friend.
Have you come to learn?
Brilliant, fabulous, a sack brimming with promise, date, and arterial goop.
We remember.
Ooh, what's this? You are what you eat, and these Cobus are eating the strongest Nerubians ever to ascend. Don't mind the marks of moisture on the ground. That's my anxiety sweat. Oh, okay. Happens to the best of us, I guess. It's a leg. It's Nerubian. It's... My word, this is the leg of an ascended Nerubian. Oh, my young appendage deficient friend. The situation here may be far more dire than I anticipated. So what you're saying is you have more quests for me? An Ascended's leg. A Cobus tribe feasting 1 or 2 dozen Trueborns or Skitterlings, perhaps even a sage form such as myself. But an Ascended is a different story. Let us approach this as intellectuals and use the tools at our disposal to collect more data. What tools do we have? You. You are the tool. An intellectual tool of Cobus disposal. Dive into the lake's depths, slay the largest of these creatures or their pets. And, of course, bring me their innards. While awaiting your innards bestowing return, I observed some fascinating activity below. A consistent train of Cobus are dragging the limp bodies of my kin from the lake's waters and westerly into their cavern. My conclusion? Nerubians are being hunted and stored in the lake. For consumption by these beasts. It's not so much for research than it is for civic duty, but I would reward you might be able to save from their fate. What? But I would reward you might be able to save from their fate.
Tread softly.
I think there was a little issue with the text there, but anyway, we got the gist of what he was saying. You seem a poor swimmer. I have concoctions to aid you with that, but not for free. Could you have said that before I started to fly away? Atomized saline slime. Drink the Alcubian concoction, gaining water breathing and 125% swim speed for 1 minute. Wow. I will absolutely take that. It cost 8 gold, but I think it might be worth it. Alright, now we'll try this again. Time to go swimming. Aha, yeah. They do have Nerubians captured down here. Oh, the salamanders, salamunchers must be the Nerubians' pets that he was referring to. I thought they were predators, but I mean, maybe they're both. Oh! That was a fake prisoner. An ambush. Someone here named Liver Seeker. That's quite the name. Is that on your birth certificate? Alright, Liver Seeker's down. We took his intestines. And our friend should be pleased. This potion was totally worth it, because we don't have to bother about going up to the surface and replenishing our air. Just focus on rescuing all these captured Nerubians.
Fascinating.
Get out of here, buddy. Alright, one more Nerubian to rescue, and then we need to get rid of the other top Cobus, who's apparently named Leg Chewer. I see him right over here. That's a big pet. I guess instead of treats, they give him legs. Alright, there goes Leg Chewer. We took his stomach because, of course, can't think of a better trophy than that. Let's get out of here and report back to our alchemist friend. Any profits I gain from my work goes directly to scientific and alchemical research, as in I use the profits for myself and I am an alchemical scientist. I must apologize. I realized I yet had another spare innard sac. It only dawned on me once you were away. That aside, well done, good job, impressive labors, so on, so on.
We are always...
Your efforts are appreciated, but I will be rewarding these civic tasks at a slightly lesser pay tier than your scientific ones. Blame my stipend.
May your destiny...
I require one final piece of data. These beasts think, they organize, they coordinate. To be characteristically honest, there's nothing worse than an amphibian with an abacus. My final task for you, bring me the brain of the biggest beast. I need it fresh and preferably non-liquefied. And, you know, perhaps it will slow them down as well. This guy is a character, I'll tell you that for sure. He has been an interesting fellow to meet here today. Alright, this looks to be the biggest one. Grand Gluttony is their name. And again I ask, is that the name that your mother gave you? Would I find Grand Gluttony listed on your birth certificate? Because if so, wow, what a name. Anywho, we have taken the swollen brain of Gluttony. I believe it is still intact. Now let's deliver it. Have you got it? Is it leaking? Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Unrelated, the samples you've brought back are disgusting. I'm utterly appalled that you were willing to go without a sack again for the latter portion of our work together. You should really wash your hands. The elixirs I'll make from these ingredients will become legend. I don't know what they'll be just yet, but legendary they will be. Wow. We have met some amazing characters today. From Mr. Sunshine to Alcubian. Yeah, no, many, many interesting characters have been met on today's journey. Alright, let's finish up today's episode by going back to the Weaver's lair and reporting into, about everything that happened in the city. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Got caught up with an alchemist. You know how things go. Alright, Lyria and Anduin are already here.
Step into my parlor.
Quite the ruckus you all made. Yeah, I need to inform you of what happened in the city.
I anticipated your exodus from the city would be boisterous. But you enjoy exceeding expectations, don't you?
Sure, you could say that. How many times were my suspicions diverted from Executor Nizrek's true identity as the Vizier? Perhaps I've lost my step. Me, a master of spycraft. Far more likely, it is that he's simply much better than I give him credit for. I find myself quite stirred by the knowledge that someone's gift for subterfuge may rival my own. We shall work nicely together.
You've brought two powerful Kahedi into our humble conspiracy and reunited with your companions. Impressive, my darling morsel.
Thank you, I live to impress.
I shall reach out to the General and Vizier soon. As my primary agent in this delightful tangle of threads, I'll require your presence during this initial communique.
Yeah, sure thing. Alright, well it's time to solidify the relationship. Apparently they're going to conference via Shadecasters so we can activate them when we're ready to begin. Here's one. Here's the other. Alright. Y'all ready for the
At last,
conference? The Severed Threads Conference.
Their allies from above will storm our realm for Xalatath's head.
However, disposing of Xalatath will not be enough to save our people. It is Amsurek that is leading us to our downfall. Ah, you speak of insurrection. You don't know our queen as I know her. Our people go missing. Dark forces walk the palace. Amsurek only thinks of power.
But she is still Nephris's blood. Is there no redeeming her?
We blinded our tired hearts from the truth, Widow. Ansarek is nothing like her mother. Indeed, but we three can work together to restore Neferessa's ideals instead.
I understand. We must slay Ansarek and sever the threads that shackle our people.
This gives me hope. We have a large web to spin, but I believe this first strand will hold. Alright, looks like we've got an alliance, folks. I expected far more verbal dueling than what occurred. To be so willing to work with one another must mean these times are dark indeed. We have a long road ahead of us. I will say plainly that your help has been invaluable. It may end up being the thread that allows my people to survive.
Let's make haste, champion. We must notify our allies of what we've uncovered.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Danger lurks.
Tallara, the moment is upon us. We must make haste to the city of Dornegal, where our allies await. Only together do we stand a chance against the Harbinger's machinations.
Know your target.
It has been quite a while since we've returned to the surface. But yeah, Dornegal awaits.
We'll meet you there, champion.
I will see you guys there, or we can report in with our allies and maybe bring the might of our forces down here for a good battle against the Queen and the rest of her forces. We'll call it a day here for now, folks. This has been another action-packed episode. The main story is clearly heating up, and I think we are inching ever closer to its climax. I hope you're having fun with the series so far. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys back here soon for more questing through the War Within.